Okay, today I'm gonna do a hack. Okay, I washed this material after it came in the mail and it is all wrinkly. However, my iron is having a problem. So I'm gonna do this the way my late mom did it. She would take mugs. There's Eeyore, Christmas tree, this one that my sister gave me. It's an Irish one, Irish blessing. Just gonna sit that here for a second. And then this one, and my house was clean last week, so sorry you missed it. Yep, that's about right. So what Mom would do, she would take it and she would run it along here like this. And she would get it out here to the edge, and then she would adjust things, pull it in a little bit, push that up, and then kind of hold this together, just kind of slide it on down this way. Feels kind of like I got a wrinkle underneath there. I did. Okay, so we'll go on down here. And see if we can at least get a decent fold here on this one. We'll bring the Christmas tree mug over here. Slide it on down this way. Okay, now I probably should go get more mugs, but this will do for now, because if the iron starts working, then I'll just go ahead and I'll use that. So what I'm going to show you is this little nightgown pattern. I got to make some nightgowns for my granddaughter, and she's growing, and I could not find a neck size bigger. But again, as my mom did, she would take brown paper bags that she got groceries in, or newspaper, and she would make her own patterns, or she would make the next size larger pattern, because you know, that's what you do when you have 9 kids. Okay, so on these patterns, you'll see. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave this at the smaller neck. She's not quite ready for it to be larger neck. And what I'm gonna do, instead of, well, I might bring it out here just a little bit, bring it down, cut it down for having a little bit more width across here. And I'm also going to bring it down a little bit because, you know, a child growing, they get taller. Another way I can add is, this is place on fold. I'll just pull it back away from the fold a little bit, so that way it is going to have a little bit more space. So what I'm going to do now, since this has been sitting here, I'm going to very carefully place this and smooth it out. And yeah, you professional seamstresses will be looking at this and probably completely aghast that anyone would do anything like this. But hey, I'm not professional, and I don't even pretend to be. I made clothes for my kids when they were growing up. Halloween costumes and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you this one for free. Both my daughters were born small. They had such tiny, petite frames that I couldn't just buy the regular baby clothes at the store for them to wear. Because, you know, before them, we had a son. Well, anyhow, I had to go to the fabric store. And back then, Cabbage Patch dolls were really, really popular. And they had the Cabbage Patch Preemies. So I would get the patterns for the Cabbage Patch Preemies. Handy dandy scissors. And that was what I did for making clothes for my daughters, because they were so small that the regular baby clothes on the shelves or on the racks, just basically they would get lost in them. They were so small. So okay, I'm gonna make this a little longer here. I wish I had somebody here doing the camera for me, and then it would be easier to show you what I'm doing, but I don't. So we're just gonna do it this way. You kind of have to eyeball it. I could also take brown paper. I have a roll around here somewhere, but I think what I've got is the heavier stuff to be used out there in the garden. Okay, now I am going to keep this like this. Now the length will be fine for her, because the ones that I made before are a little bit long. I'm making a lot of these because any of you moms that have had children go through potty training know that having extra nightgowns and things handy, ready to go, is actually something you appreciate. So here we go. We added a little extra on the bottom. We've added a little extra on the side. We've got this little extra here. So it'll fold over easier for little buttons. So I'm going to do the other side. Place that also on the fold. And then this part of the fabric will be for the sleeves, which I don't need to make those bigger. The collar stays the same. So it's just the bodice part that needs to be slightly enlarged until she grows some more. And during that time, maybe I can actually find some place where I can get a next larger size of that particular pattern or something very much like it, because she really likes this. She's kind of picky about what she wears, as they can be when they're 2 going on 3. They're starting to notice how things feel and how things move. And so I'm going to try to make it easy on her as possible. I'm making these. And then, yeah, if this works all right, then I will go ahead and I'll get the paper. The other thing you can do if you don't have brown paper but you have some unbleached muslin in your house, yeah, unbleached muslin is always good for making patterns, trying out things to see what they're gonna work, how they're gonna work, and what you need to adjust. Yeah. So anyway, here we have our extra there, and we have our extra here. So there you go. This is a good way to get the wrinkles worked out when your iron isn't working. Courtesy of my late mother, who lived during the Great Depression. Yep. And that was a time when they made all their own clothes. Anyway, so this fabric looks like this on the inside. It's really, really pretty. And then this has a cute little collar here, as you can see in this picture here, little Peter Pan collar. And I am going to use this blue seersucker here, left over from another outfit I made for her when she was really little. So I think these two will go cute together with a little bit of a lace at the edge of the collar. She'll have sweet dreams, and hopefully they won't be wet and messy and soppy dreams. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Weather report is basically here at Top of Ridge. We are in the 90s. The feels like is routinely around 110 to 112. And we have a hen, Summer. The barred rock is deciding that she needs to be broody. Tried to get her off the nest, she went right back on. So I'm just taking a lot of milk jugs. After we get done drinking our gallon of milk, we just rinse it out real good, and then I fill it about 3/4 of the way up with water, put it in the freezer for overnight, and have enough of them that I can switch them out during the daytime and put them near her and around in the barn, so anywhere any of the others decide to go to lay their eggs, it's comfortable for them. With the 5 fans we've got out there, we need to figure out a better way with the fans. Yeah, so long story short, we're doing some gear up for the fall garden. Not pushing it, but just putting some infrastructure in here and there, and making sure that we're done outside before the heat of the day starts. Some of these days it's actually starting at the crack of dawn. So anyway, but that's all I have for you for today. And like, subscribe, and come on back. I am going to work after this on a couple of dresses here. This is one dress and a little jacket set that I'm going to be making for her, so she can look like a medieval princess and while she plays, or you know, maybe she can just, I don't know what she'll be for Halloween. Nobody said anything about Halloween. Doesn't matter. She's got a birthday coming, so maybe Grandma and Grandpa are going to get her a tent that's shape of a castle or some such thing like that, and she can be a princess in it for this fall. Who knows? And while I'm at it, I'll show you the pattern. Now this is nice because it's got all the sizes all the way up to size 8, but this is the one I'm going to be making for her out of those colors that I just showed you. And yeah, so if any of you see the this Quick Sew K3423 in sizes that are like, this goes from T1 up to T4. So it would be T5 on up to, it's 4 sizes in there, so T5 to T9 or T10, whichever they put in the, or some of them only put 2 sizes when they get into the larger sizes. Anyway, I'd like to have the next size larger, be a lot easier, but I can also make my own, thanks to my resourceful mom. May she rest in peace. And then real quick, I'm going to show you that this is the other combination we're going to put together to make something funky and, you know, colorful. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use all these pieces for the same project. Probably not. But it'll be interesting. And I've also got another one that I want to find a next size larger to make for her, and that's this one here. I've got the fabric for this one. It's going to be in blues. So, gotta get them done because she is not waiting for me to be motivated. She's growing, as children do. So, anyway, I hope y'all are staying cool in this heat and that you do have an opportunity to go outside with your bare feet and wiggle your toes in the dirt. So, there you go. Come on back and I'll show you this when it's all done. Later.